What's up, everybody? Mr. Forrest back with another episode of God Is. And this week we're talking about this. God is all powerful. And to help us remember that, we're going to learn a brand new song. Our brand new song is My God is So Big. And this is how it goes. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. The mountains are His, the valleys are His, the stars are His handiwork too. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. Think you guys can catch that with me? Maybe you've heard that before. This one's a little more popular than some of the other songs that I sing. So maybe you already know it, but if you don't, it's easy to pick up. So let's all sing that together. Here we go. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. Mountains up here, the mountains are His, the valleys are His, the stars are His handiwork too. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. Great job. Did you know that the world bench press record was set by a man named Blaine Summers in 2016? Blaine bench pressed around 885 pounds. A man named Andrei Malanichev squatted over 1,000 pounds, 1,036 pounds. The world record for deadlifting is 1,104 pounds. Can you imagine being able to lift over 1,000 pounds? These are powerful men. Andre the Giant was 7'4" and he weighed over 700 pounds. I remember when Hulk Hogan picked up Andre the Giant and body slammed him. That is a powerful man. When I used to be a magician, I performed a show once with a man who claimed to be the world's strongest man, and he might have been. When he shook my hand, it was like his hand engulfed my hand, the way my hand would engulf like a 3-year-old if I shook a 3-year-old's hand. He was big and his shoulders were so broad and his arms were huge. And he asked me if I had a deck of cards. Well, of course I had a deck of cards. I was a magician and I was performing with him, and he took a deck of cards and he ripped it in half. All 52 cards and the box, just tore it in half like that. This guy could tear phone books in half. This guy could break baseball bats over his knee. This guy took a horseshoe, and you know a horseshoe is shaped like that, and he went and straightened the horseshoe. Then he went and he twisted the horseshoe and then bent it back into a horseshoe shape, but now it was a twisted horseshoe. This guy took a nail, long thick nail about like that, and with his fingers he bent the nail. And then he handed me the nail and he said, "Here, you try." And I was like, I don't feel like it right now. This guy could pull a car with people in it with his ponytail. And he was working on being able to pull an airplane. He attached it to like a tow rope to his ponytail, and he would just run and pull that thing. This guy was one of, if not the strongest man in the entire world. Superman is one of my favorite superheroes. He is faster than a speeding bullet.
Faster than a speeding bullet.
He is more powerful than a locomotive.
More powerful than a locomotive.
He can leap tall buildings in a single bound.
Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound.
A bullet can't hurt him. A missile can't hurt him. A tank cannot stop him. but a little green rock called kryptonite can make him weak or even kill him. Spider-Man is my favorite comic book character of all time. And in the comics, he can lift 10 tons. That is over 9 cars he can lift. Hulk, the big green comic book character, in the comics can lift over 100 tons. That is like lifting over 90 cars. But God's power cannot be measured by weights. It cannot be measured by pounds or tons or cars because God's power has no limits. The strongest man in the world is like an ant to God. Superman and Spider-Man and Hulk aren't even real, but if they were, they would be weaklings compared to God because God is all powerful. There is no limit to God's power. God is so powerful, He created everything merely by speaking. God is so powerful, He can raise the dead. Jesus came back to life by His own power. God is so powerful, He can forgive sins. The world's strongest people can lift a lot, but there is a limit to their power. But there is no limit to God's power. That's why we say God is all powerful. And we have a memory verse to help us remember the truth that God is all powerful. But for that, I'm going to need some friends to help me. 11d7, 11d8, 11d9, 1 skillion.
What are you doing?
I'm pumping up my muscles.
You have muscles?
Yup, I'm a 3-time unibrow corn dumbbell press champion.
I can believe the dumbbell part.
Did you say something?
I said my car fell apart. Let's just work on our memory verse.
Yay! I love our memory verse.
It's pronounced remembery verse.
If you say so.
Wait, no, you confused me.
I don't blame you. We can't all get it right all the time. Except me.
Whatever. Let's just work on our memory verse.
What is our remembery verse this week, Uncle Jim?
Don't call me that.
Can I call you Cousin Jim?
No.
Grandpa Jim?
No.
Coach Jim, Big Brother Jim, Dr. Jim, the Great Jiminski, Sir Julian James Jasper Esquire, Prince Jiminy Jacob Jarvis.
Stop! Can we just work on the memory verse?
You may proceed, Your Highness.
Our memory verse is Psalm 147:5.
Calm upward in heaven is fine.
Psalm 147:5. It goes like this. Great is our Lord and abundant in power.
Painting a board and redundant clam chowder.
Have you ever cleaned out your earwax?
Unibrow corns don't get earwax. We get eyebrow wax.
Then why are you so hard of hearing? Great is our Lord and abundant in power.
Wait with a sword and a bundle of flowers.
I'm going to try again. Great is our Lord and abundant in power.
A plate with a gourd and a bun with onion powder.
Last time. If you don't get it this time, I'm leaving. Great is our Lord and abundant in power.
Great is our Lord and abundant in power.
Are you just messing with me? Do you really know what it is all along?
Psalm 147:5. Great is our Lord and abundant in power.
Good job. Let's do it with the kids at home.
Psalm 147:5. Great is our Lord and abundant in power.
Again.
Psalm 147:5.
Great is our Lord and abundant in power. One more time. Psalm 147:5. Great is our Lord and abundant in power.
Now that we know our remembery verse, let's turn it over to Mr. Forrest again. I wonder if he can lift 1,000 pounds.
You guys are so funny. And no, I can't lift 1,000 pounds. But even if I could lift 1,000 pounds, there would be a limit to my power. But there is no limits to God's power because remember, God is all powerful. Don't forget it. Don't forget our song either. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. Don't forget it. Work on your memory verse, and I will see you guys in the next episode of God Is. But until then, Mr. Forrest, out.